Welcome back to the Coyote Country Homestead. My name's Chris. With the acquisition of my two new scraper blades, well, new to me, used, but new to me, I find myself in a position where now all of a sudden I'm needing to change out implements on my 3-point hitch more than I have before. Certainly, the only thing I had before was my box blade, and the only reason that I took that off before was when I did a little bit of hydraulic work. But now I actually need to swap that out, and I've got a few other things that I'm looking to get. So taking that box blade off and on, and doing the scraper blades. Anybody who's changed out 3-point implements knows that it's not the most enjoyable thing. It's not that it's incredibly difficult, but there are easier ways to do it. I looked at the Pat's quick hitch system. That seemed like it would be an okay solution, but I ended up getting a quick hitch, and I'm going to try that out and see how that works. I just unboxed it a few minutes ago. Pretty straightforward. Anybody who's worked the quick hitch knows how they work. But you pop these levers up. I can get it to stay. There we go. And then this opens up down here, and you just back up to your implement once you get the adapters on there. I bought a few of those, and then that'll lock in, and you don't have to go through all the extra work of trying to get the lower arms hooked up, and it should be a lot more straightforward. Tractor's warming up so I can pull it out. I need to get some tools together so that I can adjust the top length on this. I'm going to get all that together, and we'll get started, and we'll get this knocked out. This didn't come with any instructions, which I hope bodes well for me, in that it's so simple that even I can do it. It looks pretty straightforward, I have to say. I need to get this hook off of here, off of here. I need to get it flipped over. The way it comes in transit is upside down, and that'll also free up the space for my top link. And then I'll get it on these arms here, and then I think I should be ready to I've got these adapters here. When we get over to that part, I'll show you, but I need to put these on the lower arm connections for the blades. I don't know where I'm going to need this, so I'm just randomly putting it someplace. Actually, I want to show you guys the back of this. Let me kind of lay it down, make it easier to see. So this part here is open, and the ball from the lower arm is going to go right into there, and then we'll put the pin through. Easy enough on that side. Okay, both lower arms are in. Now I just need to get the hydraulic top link in. I was frantically trying to remember what I did with this. I put it right here in this bag so that I wouldn't lose it. Probably should just put it through here. That was a lot more straightforward than I thought it was going to be. I'm pleased about that. That's great. So I think I'm ready to go ahead and hook it up to one of the blades. But like I said, first I need to get these in on there. The little pins that come, I say little, you know, they're good enough size to carry the load, but they're a lot thinner. And so the way this quick hitch, the way it works is it's got this larger one that comes down here and locks in like that. And then when you release that, it rides in there. But now I need to get these onto there. So let me get the camera switched around and give you a view of me putting these on. I'll probably do the Rhino blade first, just because it's on the end and I don't know, it looks like it would be closer. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but this pin where the lower arm is going to connect, it's pretty rusted. This is a used blade and it's been sitting outside, and that's probably going to last longer than my lifetime. I don't know. But I don't see any reason while I'm doing this, before I do this, to go ahead and put some grease on this and try and control the amount that rusts. I know it's not going to be moving around, so it's not that I'm doing it for lubrication. I just want to make sure that I minimize as much rust as possible. So I'm going to take some white lithium grease and put that on here. Then this adapter just slides right on there. It's got holes so that I guess the pins for different pieces of equipment line up at different places. So some are, the two of them are a little farther out than the other two. I've got these ones lined up. And then you get these retaining pins. I'm not really sure what you would call them, that you put in here. And I've just got my ball peen hammer here. Actually, before I get that into there on the pin, let me get this started going in. One down, let's get the other side. Once again, pretty straightforward. So now I'll go ahead and back the tractor up to this. I should be able to bring those lower arms directly under here and lock in. The top link is not going to be at the right height unless by some magic coincidence I just happened to get it right, but I doubt I did. So I'll have to adjust the hook on that once I get it over here. Let me get the tractor backed up. All right, so you're probably laughing because I put the hook on upside down when I switched it. I turned it from the inside to the outside, but I didn't flip it over. It really should be going, I need to flip it over. So I'm laughing at myself too. It was a dumb thing to do. The second report. See. Okay, I can see this is not probably classified as quick hitch compatible because it looks like I'll have to take the pin out first. Whereas the other blade that I've got, it's got an open channel here that hook can go in and then ride up once these lock in. So let me get this out of here. set that to the side. Guess that'll be a little work every time. These will lock in just fine, but I'm probably always going to have to mess with this top pin. I don't know, I didn't think about that. For now, I'm going to take it off. Yeah, I want to get the bottom two arms locked in and then see where that leaves this top link. I'm pretty close. I don't have a lot of wiggle room. I have about an inch, maybe two, before the this hits the inside of the pins. And that's going to be a problem. Rats, I don't think my quick hitch is going to work with this. So I'm less than excited about it. Although I haven't brought those arms yet up either. Once I do that, that's going to raise that up. I might still be able to make that work. All right, let me, if I can wiggle this blade. I actually just need to get this one in a little bit. Need to raise it up a little bit more on the other side. My camera overheated while I was working on the other one because the only angle I could give you was out in the sun. I've got you set up in the shade right now and I've let the camera cool off a little bit. I have a problem with the other blade, the Rhino 500, doesn't look like it's quick hitch compatible. And so I'm going to have to rethink that one. In the meantime, I'm going to try, this one looks like it is. I'm going to try and do everything I did with the Rhino blade with the Mahindra blade, and we'll see if we can get that one hooked up instead. I need to get the grease on these, and then I need to get the adapters on for the quick hitch. All right, same thing as last time. I'm gonna try and square the tractor up on this and get the lower arms underneath it and see if I can get them in on these adapters. About there. Maybe down just a little bit. Yeah, we're high on this side, but we're low on the other side, or right about where we need to be. That means we're gonna be right in the top two. Okay, so we're not bottoming out. You can see down here we've got space where we're not landing in the bottom of those hooks on the bottom. And somehow I have managed to wedge this right here in between here and here. Because there is no pressure. At this point, the 3-point is all the way down. And once this releases, it will drop. And it's not releasing. I don't know if it's because these are wedged in at a weird angle. Know what's going on. I'm not having fun. Time to get the mini sledge. There we go. Ugh, that is really frustrating. I wonder if I need a block under this so that maybe this needs to be up more like this when it engages. Let me try that. Okay, we did get in on these. I've got the bottom two in okay. That's the way that looks. That looks like that's the way it's supposed to be to me. My problem now is that I'm trying to get the top pin in here, and the hook here, it's like it's not deep enough. When you look there, there's no way I'm going to be able to get a pin through there. I could lower this. Maybe that's what I'll have to do. But at what point does it like not connect? I don't know. This is frustrating. Okay. I need to step away from this. I need to step away from this and think about this and figure out what I'm going to do. This is just not working out the way I wanted it to at all.